Okay. Okay. Oh, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Express Your Juicy Truth. Oh, oh, I can see you all streaming in. I'm Ellie Paskell, and it's so wonderful to be here with you. Go right ahead, whether you're here on Zoom or on YouTube, live or on the replay, and put your name and location in the chat or in the chat beneath the video, whatever platform you're on right now. I just can't wait to welcome you all in properly. And once you have done that, I'm invite you to continue to start as we mean to go on, and take some breaths with your body and take some breaths with your environment. And tune in to your amazing being and what you're going to need for this 60 to 75 minutes that we're going to spend together. Tuning into your body for that, right? How are you feeling? Do you want blankets? Do you want windows open? Do you want space to roll around? Have you got your journal, your art materials? I'll say more about that later. And once you have got yourself settled, start to breathe with your body and noticing that you are in your body. Oh, and I can see you all coming in here. Hello, Michaela in County Durham. Hello, Gigi in Northern Canada. Hello, Tracy in Australia. So nice to see you. Becky in Cumbria. Maria in Santander, Spain. Nicola in Oxfordshire, welcome. Kelly in San Diego. Yuhi. Yuhi, did I say that right? I'm really enjoying your name. Yuhi in New York. Christine in Western Canada. Margaret in Jersey. Sophie in Stroud. Nicola in Scotland. Elzeboo in Whidbey Island. Elzeboo, Elizaboo, Elizaboo. We have got some absolutely wonderful names on right now. Yeah, and if you are just coming in, I invite you to put your name and location in the chat. And once you have done that, to start to breathe with your body, to notice that you are in a body, right? A body that feels, a body that is here on your furniture, on the ground, in your space, and getting as comfortable as you can be right now. And before I say anything else right here, I'm going to invite you to let your eyes close or rest with a soft gaze and come to the potent, solid sensitivity of your body. I invite you to let your body soften and land 1% more. And to notice that here you are, right? Here you are. And if you've just come in, I invite you to put your name and location in the chat. And when you've done that, to take some breaths with your body. If we haven't met before, I'm Ellie Paskell, certified embodiment coach. mindfulness-based pain and stress management teacher, guide for those going through the awakening process, and creative. And I guide bold, heart-centered beings to honor and express their bodies in order to heal, come home to who they truly are, and create wonderful shifts in their lives. And so my life, the past 17 years, has seen me journey with the initiations of what can be called Kundalini awakening and chronic fatigue and PTSD. And these beautiful journeys have seen me spend over 40,000 hours listening to and healing my body. And this has given me a deep and exceptional understanding of the human body and the capacity to support other people to heal themselves and come home fiercely to the truth of their souls. Yeah. And it's appropriate for me to say today also that I've been a creative being, an artist ever since I was tiny. Before I became an embodiment coach, I had a 20-year acting career. I won awards as an actress and also as a filmmaker. I've been, yeah, a dancer, a musician, a singer, a painter, almost since I could move or hold a paintbrush. And I've also been a student of the conscious movement practice 5 rhythms for the past almost 10 years. So this is what I am bringing to this space here today. And yeah, also I see Jay from DC, Cynthia in Oklahoma, wonderful. And you're also welcome. Some of you will be joining coming off the back of the Doing It Deliciously embodiment retreat. Some of you won't. And let us all take a breath with warm welcoming and in loving community here. There will be hundreds, if not thousands, of you live and on the replay. So take a breath with your place in that here now. Again, allowing your eyes to close or rest with a soft gaze and taking 3 moments with your alive body. Mm. So express your juicy truth. Express your juicy truth. Right. You know, always the most important thing to do, whether it's about feeling what's here in your body or letting it out, and the two, of course, go completely together, is to allow yourself to truly be here in your body by opening to some regulation. We're spending, as human beings on the planet at this time, a lot of time feeling dysregulated or numb or disconnected. And so coming back into communion and into calm and presence is really powerful and important. And I invite you to bring some calm, some presence, some aliveness to your body right now by letting your hips make a figure 8. When we move the body, however gently, it lets our nervous system know that we are safe to move. And you might do this very, very tiny, almost just in your head, in your mind, in your imagination. Or you might really go for it. Ra. You might want to make sounds as you're moving. And you might find that other parts of your body start to move, right? Bringing in some gentle, intuitive movement to your body. Continuing that or letting that come to a close as feels good to you. And now I invite you to bring your hands to your body, to a place that is saying it would really love some touch right now. In fact, I would like a whole hug. When you make connection with your body, it allows her or him or them to calm. It allows the production of oxytocin, a chemical that helps you to feel safe and to feel connected. Right? Now, I'm going to be doing everything that I need to do in this session to stay in touch with what I feel, to stay in touch with my body, and I invite you to do the same thing. That might mean keeping eyes closed. It might mean allowing yourself to move. It might mean allowing yourself to shake. I may well make sounds during the session, and I may well also speak in light language, which is a way of me expressing myself, which doesn't use the kinds of words that we generally use in our world. And this is a space where shackles come off. There is no obligation to make art in this space today, but I really, really invite it. In a moment, I'm going to share with you what's been coming through to me the past week or two, why I've brought this session today, which is bringing embodiment together with creativity. And if you don't already have them with you, I invite you to get at least 3 pieces of paper to hand and some pencils or colored pens or paints, right? And I'm also going to give invitation to move in the session utterly within your capabilities. If you're in bed, that's fine. But do make sure that there's nothing that you can trip over. Right? Make sure that your space is clear. And if you've only just come in, feel free to put your name and location in the chat box so that we can really welcome everyone. You are so welcome here. And I'm just going to take a little look at my housekeeping list here and make sure that I've said everything that needs to be said. Yeah. So I'm going to say some more words to introduce this topic today. And as ever, stay in touch with your body, dear one. Okay. I heard a dear teacher friend of mine share today. His name is Matthew Liam Gardner. And I heard him share about the earth and the world. He was talking about how they are two different things. We have the earth, this amazing planet that we live on, and she is good, right? She is good. And we have the world. We have the world that we live in, and this is the world that humans have created. This is our ideas, our actions, our thoughts, our beliefs, our infrastructure. And at this time, almost all of the pockets of world and the variations of world that exist are out of alignment with Earth. And this is okay. This is the human story that we have got to the point of now when we are coming back home to love, right? The pendulum is shifting back. And we find ourselves, because of that, more aware than ever that our earth is out of alignment with our world. And this is why we experience feelings of chaos and confusion and disconnection. And we each have our own relationship to this and our own experience of this. We each have, oh, and take a breath with your body as I say this, our own piece of the earth. Right? You have your body and you have your life. And anywhere that there's discomfort, dis-ease, dissatisfaction, confusion, the feeling of clunkiness, that's where your life is out of alignment with your body, right? And the reason that you're here in this session right now, and the reason that you're here on the planet at this time, is to bring your life back into alignment with your body. And any piece of your experience where you have your body speaking up to you, saying, this is what I want. Don't you remember? We came here for this. Right? And this is where I don't feel to be getting this. This is where I feel sad or disconnected or ill or tired or freaking angry or confused, is where I am not getting this that I came for. And this that I'm supporting you to open to today, this is your juicy truth. And connecting to it and hearing it and feeling it is your path back home to it being the life that you are living every day. Right, so take a breath with that. See what's here in your body. Fire manalaha. Ayakaya manalaha. Okay, so I'm going to share some images now. And you're very welcome to take them in. See what this brings up for you. Okay. Can I get a yes in the chat box from you guys if you're able to see that? Okay, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. All right, so Uakaya manalanaha. Uania maya nalanaha. Notice what's here in your body. Feel free to move or close your eyes if you need to stay in touch. So your juicy truth is your truth that comes from all of you, right? It's not just your head brain, but it's your heart, belly, bone knowing, your senses, your intuitions, your emotions, right? And as a society, we have been living for a long time in a place where we are there with the thoughts, we are there with the books, with the intellect, with the ideas. And while this is all really good, when we're living disconnected from the rest of us, take a breath with the rest of you, dear one. It's not good for us, right? Please type a yes in the chat if you know what it's like to sometimes feel like this, right? To sometimes feel like you know that there's more to life than your to-do list and your thoughts and the books and the ways that everybody has done it before, but you just feel a bit stuck and you don't have access to it right now, right? Type a yes in the chat if you know what that feels like, right? Most of us walk around in our heads most of the time, and yes, yes, I can see you all. Absolutely, right? Shake it off, guys. Oh, shake it off. And really the thing about this place, as well as the fact that it means that we create a world that doesn't give us what we need, ha, we don't really know who we are, because even what we feel in our bodies, we are experiencing that through the filter of our head brain. So we are thinking about what we feel, we are thinking about what we need and desire, but we don't really know, right? We're probably lost in what other people have told us we should need and desire. And we're missing out on the experience of what our true innate intelligence gives us, which is connection to the wider universe, right? Which is inspiration, which is portal into possibility. And this is what we're reconnecting into today. So take a breath with that. Hey, Akia Mayana Lana Katsua Yaha. Hi, Amayana Laha. Uayamana Yanakia Suafaya Manalianaka. When you are present in the nub point of what it is you are actually feeling in this moment, what you know with your body, you are effortlessly connected to the magic of life, right? The enchantment of life. This is why kids are so much more than we are, right? This is why kids can sit there watching a Disney movie and laughing their heads off, because they are present to the magic. This is why kids can skip through the woods just absolutely enthralled. And all of us want back into that. And life is calling us back into that right now. And that's why we're being called back into our bodies, because it's that simple. When you're feeling, you can hear the truth of who you are, what you feel, what you need, and how to freaking honor that. How you're going to show up in your life for yourself. And how you show up in your life in alignment with your own being. That is a sacred form of expression that we are all being called home to at this time, to come into integrity, into joy, into alignment. And we're talking about expression here. And one element of expression is that when you express your body, you are invoking profound physical healing, right? So to heal, no matter whether you're talking about emotional healing or physical healing, what healing means is to become whole. It literally means that a part of your body, whether this has been showing up as there's a part of like your personality that you won't let yourself be, or there's pain or fatigue or numbness or cancer in your body, no matter what it is, all that's happening there is there's a part of your energetic body. There's a part of your body where the energy wants to flow and it's got stuck. That's all it means. And so no matter what we are wanting to heal, to express, to come to what we feel and to allow what we feel to take space in our bodies and in our lives, brings physical and emotional healing, right? This is the basis of so many healing modalities. It's really what we're calling in through the Western medicalized system as well. And this can manifest this kind of expression. And I learned this purely from listening to my own body and healing through chronic pain and chronic fatigue and PTSD. It can happen on many levels, and we're playing with all of these here today. And whether you're feeling really to stay present and quiet and inwards with your body today, or whether you're going to be letting it out with movement, with painting on a piece of paper, it all comes down to the same thing. And it might be that for you today, the internal is where you're staying. And it's just as profound as the external, because when you are allowing yourself to feel something which you haven't allowed yourself to feel for an hour, a day, a lifetime, the energy that is that feeling or that sensation in your body, it starts to move. It starts to spread its wings. This is the foundation of the powerful body of work that Peter Levine, who created the somatic experiencing, somatic trauma healing body of work, what it's all about. It's about what is actually here in my body and how can I let it, whatever it needs to do right now, which might be just to be felt. It might be to wiggle, it might be to shake. And if any of my words are letting your body know that you do want to move or shake right now, let it happen. All of it is based in this same piece, right? And as long as what is happening is grounded in you staying in touch with what you feel, healing is happening, right? So this is what we are opening to here today, right? It's time for you to feel what is alive in your body and to let it take space. And here's to a really delicious time of doing that here together today. Okay. Ha. So, dear ones, here is to a delicious time of us doing that here together today. Now, before we move into this yummy journey that I'm going to guide you on, I do invite you to share what's arising for you in the chat box. I do invite you, if it feels aligned for you, to... Oh, did I just make that happen? Can you guys see that? Thumbs up, guys. I do invite you to share what's arisen, what's arising for you. Where are you at with your juicy truth? Right? Does it feel like you're in it all the time? Easily accessible to you to really know what's alive in your body? Is this a new concept? Maybe you tend to know what you feel, but you feel shackled from feeling like you can express it. Right. I'm also curious to know if the concept of moving or expressing what you feel onto a page, into the space, with your body, with your pencil, with your paintbrush, feels yummy and delicious, and here you are and you've been doing it for years and great. Or there's something else here for you. What's arising, dear ones? Yeah. Oh. Haya kiyasa ya manaya la 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 kasua. Anaya kasaya ha. Who am I? Okay. Oh. So Sarah says, the pictures you're using are beautiful. Who is the artist? I am the artist. Sarah, this is my most favorite recent form of creative outlet. I discovered the magic of using AI, and it's quite a different process from using paper and pen or paints, but it's the same. But it's the same piece. It's needing to stay present with what I feel and the flow of knowing that comes from what I feel and what's happening in my intuition, and that dance with the divine and dancing with the computer, with the AI to make this come about. Yeah. Huamaya nalaka suaha. Okay, so maybe you guys are feeling quiet today. That's fine. Oh, here we go. Sophie says, I have had some experience the last year that have been too much for me, and I've kind of popped out of my body, right? And recently I'm coming back in and it feels so good. Oh, I love your words. I have missed me and my deep feeling capacity. Still popping in and out though. Yeah, absolutely, Sophie. I hear that and I'm honoring that. Yeah. And I really invite you to prioritize staying in touch with what you feel in this journey. And that goes for everyone. At any point you feel yourself lost or you get twizzled up and lost in moving or in the piece of paper, just come back to what you feel. This is the principles of healing and all creativity. Christine, I find it easier to be my authentic self outside of my family unit. Yeah. But I feel stifled when it comes to talking to my family and letting them know how toxic they are to me. Today, I took my first steps. I'm terrified, but I feel a weight is being lifted. Oh, Christine, I hear you. Congratulations on speaking your truth in a way that feels like a weight is being lifted from your body, right? Cynthia, I've been feeling stuck in my creativity, but now feeling inspired. Thank you. I'm so glad. All right, my loves. Nicholas says, an unfolding moment by moment, a journey with the old way of being still there and the new way slowly dancing in one step at a time. They are both existing together. Thank you for mentioning cancer and using the word. I have been on a healing, wholesome journey with cancer, and my creativity is being born. Aho, sister. Yeah, I hear you. That's wonderful. Yeah. And I think it's significant that two of the comments of you from you beauties here, we've had this experience of coming in and out. And I think that that's perfect and beautiful and inevitable at this time on the planet. I make up that all of us can remember what it was like before we came into these bodies, and there can be a kind of frustration when we feel disconnected from life force, right? From the juicy truth, from that beautiful, delicious, magical connection to all that is that's there when we're present with our hearts. Whether we're watching a movie, whether we're dancing, whether we're singing, whether we're painting, and then the frustration when we lose that. But it's all part of the journey. And also, it's so important to say that you guys are trailblazers. And thank you for every time that you lose your way and then you find your way back. You're making it easier for others on the planet to be able to do the same. Yeah. Ha, kia suaya nala hayana maya nakahua. Ha. Becky says, this last week I've been experiencing rage and grief for all the challenges I have had through my life, and including the loss of my first husband when I was 28. My belly is feeling deeply bruised, and I am spending time being with it and journaling. Yeah, I hear you, sister. I'm honoring your journey and, yeah, really honoring that rage and grief. Our juicy truth is often full of the things that the world will call negative, and it's so welcome and so needed. So let us take our journey. Okay, beauties. So do have your art materials to hand. And as you're ready, allow your eyes to close or rest with a soft gaze and let yourself sink in. Allow your hands and your mouth to soften. Allow your root to soften. Making 1% more contact with the ground that is holding you. Noticing if your body wants any contact from your hands or any movement in order to be able to soften and land a little more. Okay. And now I invite you in your mind's eye to find yourself transported into a beautiful natural environment. If you're not visual, you'll simply sense this. The magic of this environment is that it is you. This is a manifestation of your body being. So the earth, the plants, the trees, the waters, the weather, the animals is a representation of what you feel, of your body, your organs, your emotions. Allow yourself to explore this space, noticing the earth, the waters, what they're like. Haya maya nakasia, uaya nalana kasua, haya manaya nakawaya namaya nakasua, raya nakanga. And really allowing your awareness to come to the primal in this space. To notice the animals here. What animals are in your embodied landscape? Is it tigers? Is it bunny rabbit? Is it snakes or ladybirds or dolphins? What's here? Ha. Ua mayana kaya lua ina mayana kasua fia manayana kawa ra ina kasua yamanaha. And really allow your awareness to notice the primal nature of these animals. They are so connected to their bodies that when they feel the impulse to move or to do something, they do it, right? That deep devotion to their own inner unspoken guidance. Breathe that in here and allow it to turn down the volume on your head brain and to turn up the volume on your body. Taking a breath with your feet and your legs. Noticing if they want to move. I'm noticing that my legs want to shake. Taking a breath with the level of your hips. The level of your genitals, your womb space or hara. With your back, noticing what you can feel. With your torso and organs. With your shoulders, arms, hands, and heart. And your throat. And your neck and your face. Ia manaya kai o alanaya kasua fua manaya nakatsia namaha. You might find that you're noticing particular sensations in your body. All that you feel is welcome here. You might find that your body is asking you to move. Take a breath with the whole of your embodied landscape here. And allow your body to show you the sensation that she, he, or they wants you to notice in this moment. Might be all over, might be in one particular spot. And really let yourself, as much as is okay for you, bed into that sensation. This is sacred. And notice the essence of this sensation. That might be pure feeling for you. It might be a sense of texture or color. And with your next breath, allow the essence of this sensation to take all the space that it wants to take in your body. And this is your nub. What you are feeling in your body in the moment. No matter what happens in the rest of this journey for you, if you feel lost at any time, come back to this. What you are feeling in your body in the moment. Take a deep moment with that now. And now let this sensation move your body. It might be a movement that's almost imperceptible to the eye. Or it might be bigger than that. You might find that you want to make noises when you're moving. Staying present with what you feel. Ah, allowing what you feel in your body to move your body. And you might find that you're repeating the same movement over and over, or that you're in a free flow of ever shifting movements. Huh. And now, as you're ready, if you like, I invite you to take your first piece of paper and allow what you are feeling in your body to spill onto the page. So this can be super simple. Um, you might simply be allowing your hand to move with your paintbrush or your pen in the way that feels best to your body. Right. Ah, allowing what you feel in your body to spill onto the page. And again, if you find yourself lost at any point, just simply come back to what you feel. And this gets to be playful, right? It might simply be that what you're putting on the page is something that you just really enjoy in putting on the page. It's just making you feel really good or really met. It's simply allowing you to be with what you feel. Ah. Ah. And just another minute with this here gets to be really simple, allowing what you are feeling in your body to spill onto the page. Wonderful. And now allowing that gently to come to a close and taking a breath with what you're feeling in your body in this moment. And then as you're ready, coming to your second piece of paper, and I invite you to tune into these feelings that have been coming through, this truth of yours that's in your body, what it tells you it wants to be met by in your moment, in your day, in your life. What your body is telling you that you need and desire. That you need and desire. I invite you to let the truth of that spill onto your page. Hmm. Ra. Coming back to what you're feeling in your body at any point you find yourself lost. And this gets to be really playful, really kind. And also know that you do not ask for too much, you ask for too little. So let your desires and the needs of your body really take space. Wonderful. Hmm. And just another minute here with this piece of paper, allowing yourself to stay with what you feel, what your body is asking for. Letting the truth of that, whether it's coming out in a way that feels logical or really does not make sense to your head brain, just letting it pour onto the page. Ooh. And as you're ready now, if you like, taking your third piece of paper and taking a breath of honoring for what's come through for you, the truth in your body, your needs and your desires, what your body is saying, it is time for this. It is time for this, right? Allowing yourself to tune in to the truth of how you are ready now to honor this, to allow this juicy truth to flow out into your life in the form of action or inaction. How you are ready to show up in the world in alignment with who you are, with what you feel, with what you desire, with what you need, right? Letting it take space in the action or the inaction that you're ready to take over the next 30 days. Letting this spill onto the page. Again, it might come out in a very logical way or a way that's simply color, shapes, image, things that feel good in your body to put on the page. And whether you're feeling super inspired and clear and emboldened, remembering that you get to take this action or inaction in the way that feels truly aligned with your soul. Or if there's any confusion present, perfect, beautiful. Let the confusion, let the not knowing whatever is here for you, let it spill onto the page. And also remembering miracles, your infinite capabilities, how you are here in this lifetime to show up for yourself in honoring of your truth. Beautiful. Okay. Just another minute here with this piece. And so it is. Hmm. Ah, okay. And as you feel ready, dear ones, Allow yourself to put the art materials aside, taking a moment of honoring for what's come through. For the images, the movements, the feeling. Allowing your eyes to close or rest with a soft gaze and letting your awareness come inwards. Noticing what it is. What is the truth of what you feel? What you truly need and desire, and how you're ready to act or step into inaction in alignment with these needs and desires over the coming 30 days. Wonderful. And with your next breath, allowing yourself to leave this beautiful natural environment that you journey to, that's representing your body. And arriving fully back in your body, in your living space. Thanking yourself for taking this time. And opening your eyes to the space. Wonderful. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, dear one. So I do invite you, we just have a few minutes here. I do invite you to share what's come through for you if it feels good to be witnessed. So for me, this was what came through with sensation in my body. This is a feeling that's been here with me since yesterday. Yeah. And and what it was asking of me, and it's interesting because the feeling is very, very dynamic. But it was what came through was a need and a desire for patience with myself. Honestly, I think it's about the meeting of the masculine and the feminine inside of me as ever. The energy inside of me, it's really very powerful, very, very, very creative, very dynamic, and I'm not always in it. Or I'm literally feeling it, and I need to be quite still or quite present or quite quiet and very mindful in order to let this energy be present in my body. So even though my mind might say, great, this is here, like, let's get moving. Well, the truth is, it needs time to really bed in and to integrate. And I need to let my wise crone have some space here who's saying, and give it time. Right. And this is a marathon, not a sprint. Right. And then what came through on this piece, and also in the what am I doing? Right. What is the action that I'm taking? The word miracles was very, very present. So actually for me, even though I will be working over the summer, I've mindfully brought in a lot of a lot of space for that. So taking a breath with that. A lot of space for play, for rest, for travel, for adventure, And so it's me allowing space to open to the fact that I know that while I will be taking action this summer in a kind of linear, practical, and worky way, there's also going to be a lot of space to allow the universe, the power of the universe to come in and work its magic. So for me, there's action and a lot of kind of inaction, yumminess. So how about you guys? Christine says, oh, I need to take a breath and have a little wiggle. Hmm. Hmm. Ah. Hmm. Uh, okay. Also, guys, if you feel to share these with me, feel free to send them to me by email. They will be kept in complete confidentiality. But if you have that desire to share, it's just a shame that we're not on video today. And I can see that loads of you are responding. Okay. Christine says, I drew figure 8 infinity symbols over and over. Right. Kala says, I free wrote some lyrics for a song to call in the love and partnership my body spoke my longing for. Oh, Kala, that's really powerful. Becky says, lines moving up and out to represent expansion and release. Ah, beautiful. Christine says, what I want for the next 30 days, truth, honesty, love, hope. Truth, honesty, love, hope. Yeah. Sophie says, what came through for me was this leopard flavored, fierce, orgasmic rage sensation. Close to the ground. And what is needed is sensuality, contact, relationship, forest, play, deliciousness, touch, and the action is apparently sex, making love with life, felineness, earth, death, roaring. Thank you for bringing that medicine into the space. Oh, it makes me need to shake my hips. Ooh. Ah. Nicholas says, I felt a real distraction. I couldn't settle during this, kept going off to do different things, kept moving, distracted. Yeah, I hear you, Nicola. It happens. It happens. I wonder if at some point you might want to draw the distracted picture. Ah, yeah. Cindy was saying, I was wondering how to share my image in the chat. I think you can, but you would have to take a picture and do it. So I think at this point, what I'm going to do, so my email's in the chat box. There is nothing to stop us sharing. If you'd like to have your image witnessed, you can email it to me and let me know if you would like everybody to see your image. I could share it in an email, but if you would prefer just for me to see it, you can just send it to me. Okay, you don't see the file share. Let me see here. Okay, I don't think that that's something I can configure right here and now. So unfortunately, we're just going to have to imagine each other's pictures at this moment. But this has been quite a journey, my love. So let us all take a moment and take a breath. See what's here in your body, and I do invite you to take this inaction or action over the next month. Right. Honoring your juicy truth in this way. Let us all take a breath in the presence of this beautiful community, live and on the replay. And it's possible, guys, that now that we've taken this journey together, you are feeling that you would be interested to know what it's like to coach with me, right? What it's like to be in one-to-one space with me. And that's really possible if it's something that you would like to explore. So as an embodiment coach and as a mindfulness-based pain and stress management teacher, I'm supporting my clients to honor and express their bodies in order to heal, right? In order to come home to who they truly are fiercely and to create wonderful shifts in their lives. And so this may be really appropriate for you if you're journeying with illness. It might be appropriate if you are in the midst of an awakening, energetic or otherwise, or if you're feeling that there's something else that you want to evolve in your life. Maybe you want heart-centered work. Maybe you want to be showing up in integrity in your relationships. Maybe you really want to nourish your relationship with yourself, and you're knowing that you need to do this in a new way. Like the old way isn't going to cut it. You don't want to find yourself doing things the way you've done them before, not really bringing all of who you are along for the journey, or feeling stuck in shoulds or the way other people have done it. And what really makes my coaching different is that I am always guiding you back to the clear and divine and the loving guidance of your own soul by guiding you to listen to your body, right? It's always about coming back and back and back to what you feel and what you need and what you know. And while other modalities are wonderful, this piece of really what is your truth, and it makes me want to make this noise, like the truth that is in you, that when you feel it, you just know it. That's who I am. That's what my insides are telling me. That's often what's missing. That's really what's missing in the Western medical system. It's what's missing in a lot of other coaching or therapy modalities, coming back to the ocean of truth in your bones, right? And so if this is feeling good to you, if you are feeling curious and wondering what it would be like to coach with me, you're so welcome to set up a chat with me. This would be what I call a connection call. It's no obligation. These spaces tend to be both very potent and very relaxed. We'd speak for about 20 to 30 minutes. You'd get a feeling for what it's like to be in one-to-one space with me. You can ask any questions you have. And also, I'll share what's coming through for me in terms of the guidance that I'm receiving, the inner sense that I have about what it is we would do when we work together. Yeah, so I would love to hear from you. I would love to connect with you. And you can set that up really simply. Just go to elliepaskell.com/connect. That link, I'll pop it in the chat here now, and it will be beneath the video on YouTube. I'll just put it here right now. So that's elliepaskell.com/connect. There we go. That's in the chat box right there. Yeah. All right, my loves. So we're nearly at the time of closing. Just going to check my housekeeping. Cindy, you're so very welcome. Yeah, I think I've said what I need to say. Feel free if there's anything that is present in your being, in your mind that you're really wanting to share, wanting to express, you can still bring that to the chat box. And as we close here, allowing your eyes to close or rest with a soft gaze, bringing hands to your body to let yourself be even more in this space. Thank yourself for showing up and taking this journey today. This work of coming to our integrity, to our truth, of finding out who it is we actually are, what it is we actually need, want, and desire. There's a joke in my family that my first word was actually. Like, actually, guys, what are we actually doing? What do we actually want? How are we actually going to bring this to be in our lives and in our world, right? I'm wishing you such a beautiful onward journey this month with that. There's going to be all kinds of ways to journey with me and connect with me coming up in the coming weeks and months. I feel honored to be in contact with you guys in this, our embodied community. Yeah, Nicola, you're most welcome. Becky, you're welcome. Christine says, thank you so much, Ellie, and thank you everyone for opening yourselves up. Aho, yeah. Yeah, all right, beauties, you're so welcome. All right, my love. Well, I'm sure our paths will cross again sometime soon. And for now, lots of love. Bye, everyone.